Hey, so I just left my follow-up appointment with my gyno from my emergency room visit on Monday that I went in to be seen. They did another ultrasound and found that the cyst that I had on my left ovary, that one burst, so it's ruptured. So right now I just have some residual fluid right now in my abdomen, so that's causing obviously some discomfort. But after going through a lot more of my history and just kind of me catching her up, what's been going on since I've seen the vascular surgeon a couple times and how they've been wanting the things that they're wanting to do for my pelvic congestion syndrome, and her looking at me, and I've been in so much pain. Like, walking is hard, sitting up is hard. I'm in a lot of pain right now just sitting here. I've just been feeling so sick. She was like, I need you to go up and see the specialist who, he was the surgeon. He's a specialist gynecologist who did my surgery back in December 2014. He did my laparoscopy, and he's the one who diagnosed me with pelvic congestion syndrome. She was like, he needs to see you right now. We really need to get your uterus and your left ovary out. Like, it's becoming really bad. Like, we need to get them out. And so I went up there to talk to him, a little flipped out, I'll be honest. But after talking to me and going through everything, and we've made the decision that on March 21st, I will be having a hysterectomy and my left ovary removed. Which is crazy. It's literally like, I get back from my cruise like 3 days before that. I get back on the 18th, and then literally that Monday afterwards I'll be having my surgery. I'll be having it done robotically, which is like the Da Vinci method, I think is what it's called. And the reason why she wants him doing it robotically, not only is it supposedly supposed to be less invasive, and the recovery time is shorter, it also, due to the fact that I have as many problems with all my veins. I've had 2 C-sections, so there's going to be scar tissue. Typically, there can be a lot of scar tissue getting my uterus out, because the uterus can get attached to other things like my bladder and my intestines and things. So combined with all those things, that, and then my pelvic congestion syndrome, she'd prefer a specialist to go in and do the surgery, and he can just see more and do more and get it out, probably with less damage to the surrounding structures, and be able to remove some of the veins as well. The hope is that this should cut my symptoms down, if not hopefully remove my symptoms. He also said, he was like, the only thing I can guarantee you is that your periods will stop. He's like, I cannot guarantee that this is going to be the end all, which anyone with pelvic congestion syndrome will tell you that this is usually a condition that there is no one treatment. And you can go through all the treatments that there are, and maybe it won't even fix any of the problems. But in his experience, women with this condition, especially the ones that he sees, like what I'm going through and the type of symptoms I'm having and how it's presenting itself, he feels that it should at least cut down some of my discomfort and help me at least live a better normal life, because right now my quality of life is really starting to go down. I'm like, the last week I've basically been in bed almost every day. I've been practically bedridden. I'm barely being able to walk. By the end of the day, I am just so sick feeling, and I'm getting nauseous, and I'm having a hard time eating, and my bloating is insane, and it's just, it feels like somebody is breaking my back and my pelvis, and my legs are hurting, and I'm miserable. I'm absolutely miserable. And I just can't take it anymore. And today I feel like I almost broke down crying in both the doctor's offices, and they're like, we can tell you look just in so much pain. And I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I'm hoping though that the week before, and I get to go on my cruise, I can just maybe get some relaxed time and decompress and prepare. I'm a little emotional and I'm a little stressed out because, I mean, even though me and Kyle finally came to the decision, we're like, okay, we're not going to have any more kids. We're going to be done. My quality of life and health are just at a point where that's kind of becoming the more, the priority. We're going to move forward with this. It's just still hard to hear. I think it's just like, you know, any woman, it's not easy to hear, like you're going to be taking your uterus. But Kyle was so sweet. He said on the phone, he's like, well, you're going to have one ovary left. And, you know, it's not like we could not ever, you know, do an egg retrieval and have a surrogate down the line. He was like, you know, there's all these other ways we can have a baby. It doesn't have to be the traditional way. There's other ways if we ever changed our mind. And he's like, and I have a beautiful son. And even though Alyssa is not his biological daughter, he's like, I don't need to have another daughter to have a daughter. I already have a daughter. And she's amazing. So it was just easy. That made it nice to hear. Because, you know, I just always pictured me and Kyle having more kids. And when we talked, you know, he always said, I want to have like 2 kids. I want to have like a boy and a girl. And so I was just kind of feeling like this, kind of like physically a failure as a woman, that I'm just having all these problems. But that was just really sweet of him. And he's right. You know, he's right. Like, my quality of life right now is ridiculous. I can barely function. I'm pushing through my days. I'm, you know, slapping a smile on all the time and trying to be like, I'm okay, and I'm not okay, and I'm miserable, and I'm tired of faking the funk every single day. That's emotionally draining, and it's just, I'm ready. As my specialist said, we're giving my uterus the red card. We're evicting her. She's getting the fuck out. Like, we're done. Like, no mo. So yeah, so the uterus is going out. Cruise for all my coaches that are going with me. We're going to have a freaking going away party for the uterus. How about that? We can freaking celebrate that. Cheers to that. Try to make it as fun as we can, right? Because I'm sure this is not going to be fun. But I'll try to make it as fun as I can, because that's what I do. I try to make the best of every situation, and try to laugh it off and have fun. So thank you to everybody and all your support and your love, and all my spoony friends and all my pelvic congestion syndrome friends. Your support has been unbelievable, and I couldn't get through all of this without you. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. Sorry this was so long. A lot of information. I'm a rambler too. I just ramble. All right, guys. Bye.